with simplysimplestamping.com. Thanks so much for stopping by for another Now or Wow flashcard. Guys, today's card is a really fun card just to say, I love you more than chocolate, and nothing says it better than that, right? It's a really simple flashcard. I loved my Now version. It's really simple with some great little embellishments on it, but let me show you the Wow. This I just added a little designer paper and took a couple extra steps to make a couple extra hearts. So really simple cards. Let's get going on our Now or Wow. All right, let's get started on our Now card. And guys, it's a very simple card to do. I'm going to begin with a piece of chocolate chip cardstock. I have it cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, so that will fit into a medium-sized envelope. My flashcard pieces today, Pink Pirouette and Whisper White. The first thing I want to do is do a little bit of dry embossing on my card base. I'm going to use the Softly Falling embossing folder. I just love the soft dots on this one. And guys, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring my card in. I've got it here on the right-hand side, tucked in there. The reason I'm doing it this way is I want those dots falling down. So I've just got it. We're going to run that through the Big Shot. That looks fabulous. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Trimmer, and with my flashcard pieces, I'm going to do just a little bit of trimming. I want to take the Pink Pirouette, and I'm going to cut it down to 2 inches, but save that little strip. We're going to use that here in a minute. Then we're going to take, oh wait, I need one more little cut. Whoops, sorry about that. 4 1/8. Don't hate me because I'm doing those 8s. I know those aren't fun, but guess what, guys? We're going to use that little piece too, so hold on to that. Okay, now let's take the Whisper White, and we're going to cut it down to 1 7/8 inch. And now we are ready to do a little work with the Scalloped Tag Topper. So I'm going to start with that Pink Pirouette. It's going to slide right in there. Give it a punch. Beautiful. Now we're going to take the Whisper White, and you can see it's a little bit bigger than it should be. So you're just going to kind of center it up in your punch, and it's going to look really nice. Now, if you find you have a couple of harsh edges, you can just take a nail file, or if you have the sanding block from Stampin' Up, you can just sand those out a little bit. These are just going to go together like so. Oh, there we go. Now, before I adhere it down, I am going to go ahead and do some stamping. I'm going to use the stamp set Lovely Amazing You. This is one you may not recognize. It is actually not in our catalog, but it is a stamp set that's available. Guys, I love the sentiments. I love the fonts. Can't thank you enough. Lovely Amazing You. We're going to use Love You More Than Chocolate, and I'm going to be using a chocolate chip ink pad. Guys, we're just going to ink up our Love You More Than Chocolate. And let's put that up here at the top of our tag. I'm now going to come in and just adhere these two together with just a little bit of snail adhesive. I spoke too soon. Before we adhere that down, we're going to come in with the Sweetheart Punch, and I need you to punch a heart from behind that tag before we go and cover it up. All right, now that that is all taken care of, you can see I just put those two together. We're going to take about 6 inches of our seam binding. We're going to take it through the back and do a little slip here in the front. Guys, you're just going to take those tabs, those little tails, bring them through just like so. If you goobered them up, which sometimes happens, the seam binding likes to kind of fray. We're just going to trim that down so that looks pretty. Now, remember this little piece that we cut off? Guys, I'm going to come in with just a little bit of adhesive, and we're going to lay that right there. Now, that heart that I punched out, I wanted to give it a little more dimension, so I ran it through the Softly Falling embossing folder. And guys, we're just going to attach that right there. I can bring in my card base and attach my tag right there. Now, let me go ahead and bring in my original. I've got about 28 inches of the seam ribbon, I'll get it, and I just tied it there in a bow. Very pretty. Now let me show you the Wow version of our card. To create the wow card, we need a piece of pink Pirouette, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of the polka dotted paper from the Naturals Designer Series paper stack. That is cut 4 by 5 1/4. We're just going to adhere those together. I created a tag in the exact same manner as I did before, punching a heart out of the back. This time I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of my heart, just to give it more dimension. Remember that piece that we cut off? What are we going to do with that? Well, I'm going to come in with the Confetti's Heart Punch. I'm going to bring this piece of cardstock in here and just make sure I can get about 3 hearts. I probably got about 10 times more than what I need, but that's all right. Let me move those out of the way. I'm going to come in with the fine tip glue pen. I'm going to add a little dot here and here and here. Ooh, just make sure I get enough on there. I've got my fancy smancy little picky up stick. Let's pick up a heart and adhere these down. I love that fine tip glue pen. It's so wonderful. You can see how those hearts really add some really great oomph. I do have several more. I could come in and add, you know, a few more, but really I just kind of liked it a little more simplistic. So we have that done. Let's go ahead and adhere this to our card. You're then simply going to add that 28 inches of the seam binding ribbon around the edge of your card, and there you have it. That is your now and wow for today. Really a fantastic and quick card to go together. Whether you choose the now or the wow, you can't go wrong, because either way, they're really a fabulous card. Now remember, the Lovely Amazing You stamp set, guys, really one of my favorite stamp sets. And I know a lot of you may have bypassed that one because it's not in our catalog. It's kind of one of our little hidden gems. It's one that we offered as a special a while back, but it is still available. So be sure to check it out at simplysimplestamping.com. There's an online order button in the upper right-hand corner. You can either do a search for Lovely Amazing You, or there on my website on the December 30th post, you're gonna see all the supplies I used on the card today. So be sure to check it out at simplysimplestamping.com. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of the Now or Wow video today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.